They need to be understood. But it's not just enough to identify problems and talk about them. It's not enough to just accurately explain all this. The question is, what will we do? And there is no place in the older New Testament that tells me that as ministers of Christ we're to circle the wagons and hide. But we are to go forth. We have a king who goes forth conquering and to conquer. And those that ride behind him are under his sovereign control. And those who will not deal rightly with him will have to deal with them. There was never such a time as this to stand. But with one banner, Christ. 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 What will you do, preacher? How are you going to cut through this thicket? What are you going to do? Personality? Is that going to do it? How many churches in the last 30 years have been built on personality? Eloquence? Apostle Paul says it just gets in the way. Entertainment? Marketing? Or let's hit closer to home. The intellect? Oh, make no mistake, the intellect is extremely important. We are to grow in the knowledge of Christ, and that is the foundation for all other growing. But intellect alone? One time I was speaking with old Richard Owen Roberts, the old revivalist. I think he either said it or quoted someone else. He said the difference between the men of God of yesteryear and the men of God today is that the men of God of yesteryear knew something of the power of God, and the men of God today are just really, really intelligent. Now, we could all do for a dose of intelligence, but that's not enough. That's not enough.